Start. The manner in which the president has introduced me is enterprising. I am just as good or as bad as any other citizen in India, and that is why I am entitled to be the first citizen of India. If I had been superior to others, I should have been put aside in favor of an easier model. Having disposed of the claims made on my behalf by the president, I must tell you what I feel about lunches and dinners. They are a pit. In my opinion, I fear you all must be feeling the same, only you think it is not proper to say so. The first citizen does not speak out. Who else can do it? Although lunches and dinners are necessary of eating and drinking are the common for all people, and so we meet at that basis so that differences may not be emphasized. The club, as I understand its objective, shares with some other organization the aim promoting harmony and flowship among the peoples of various lands. I hope the rotation will succeed where others have not found much fruitful result. I feel like many others the need for this kind of work even within the borders of our own country. We have many differences to overcome. If we solve our difficulties in India, we get laboratory example for the whole world. The world is watching us not only because we are very big right in the middle of the Indian, occupying a very important position, and got the largest power element with us, namely population, because we are trying to solve the problems. If we succeed, we might be an example to the rest of the world. Most difficulties are illusions. If once we make up our mind on the basis of clear truth, most difficulties solve themselves. Humanity is one, and we are trying to cover this very old truth through many organizations, of which the club is one. With these few words, I conclude my speech. Bangalore, 2 August 1960. Sir, I have the honor to bring to the notice of the government the urgent necessity for providing the government high school at with adequate accommodation and equipment. The present building was constructed many years back when the school had only one section in each of the three forms. At present, the number of sections has doubled itself and the strength has increased threefold. The rooms in the building are so small that they are inadequate to accommodate the present classes, some of which contain in each sections. In the circumstances, I request the government to sanction a sum of rupees 3,000 and order us in conclusion in the budget so that the school may be provided with adequate accommodation and equipment. Yours faithfully, Director of Public Instruction.